What's up, everyone? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and we got some good news coming from Microsoft via Major Nelson. So, what is this news? Major Nelson has announced that Microsoft are offering a new Xbox One bundle coming soon, and if it's going to be available the 3rd of November worldwide, but we'll get onto it now in a moment. So, the main thing, there's two main points with this bundle and one minor point as well. I'll start with the minor point just to get it out of the way as quick as possible because it's small and minor. So this 1 terabyte bundle with this Xbox, it has a matte black finished Xbox, so it's not going to have the high gloss shiny black finish. Some people like that. Some people prefer the matte, some people prefer the gloss. I'm just saying, if you are going to buy this, be aware it's not a gloss bundle. If that's a deal breaker for you, I don't know. Now, the first of the two major points is this does not come with a standard Xbox controller, standard Xbox One controller. This actually comes with the Elite controller. It's the $150/€160 Elite controller with the tighter controls, the tighter feels, the adjustable triggers, the programmable buttons, and the adjustable D-pad. Just to name but a few features, but it actually comes with that. Now, as of the time of this announcement and checking it out myself, currently this was made by Major Nelson so it only covered America in his announcement at the moment. But I checked on Amazon.com, the American Amazon.com, and a standard 1 terabyte Xbox One bundle varies. They're pretty much all the same price, but they vary on what game comes with them. So I'll just go off the top there because they're all pretty much the same price. Standard Xbox One 1 terabyte bundle with a standard controller is $399 on Amazon. Amazon.com. The Elite controller is $150. So if you were to buy both of them, obviously, yeah, okay, you get the second controller if you do it that way. But if you were to buy both of them separately, you would be paying $550. This bundle, this 1 terabyte Elite bundle, is $500. It's $499. So, it might be an option for you. And with the last major point that I'm just about to touch on now, I'm saving the best version of it to last, in my opinion, because of what it could lead to eventually. This is a 1 terabyte hard drive in the it's a 1 terabyte storage solution in the Xbox. Now, because I corrected myself real quick there in advance because my mouth goes faster than my brain sometimes, you probably wondered, why did he correct himself? Well, the 1 terabyte drive in this specific Elite bundle is actually a hybrid hard drive. Now, what a hybrid hard drive is, basically it means a portion of the hard drive is actually a solid state drive, and it's got solid state flash memory as well as the standard spinning platters of a regular hard disk drive. So I'm just going to pull these numbers out of my arse here, but this will give you an example of how it works basically. So essentially, you have a 1 terabyte hard drive. Now, let's just, for argument's sake, say you get exactly 1,000 gigabytes. You don't, but for the purpose of this video, let's say you get 1,000 gigabytes in your 1 terabyte hard drive. Maybe 900 of those are on standard spinning platter hard drives. So the other 100 gig would be solid state drive. And the Xbox, the software on the Xbox dashboard and the Xbox operating system, it would contain specific coding and specific instructions on what to store in the flash memory side of it. So essentially, it's programmed to give you better performance and better optimizations. One thing Microsoft has specifically announced is that if you have your Xbox in the standby power mode, the quick turn on thing, it will actually boot up 20% faster. So that makes perfect sense, because one of the biggest benefits to solid state drives or hybrid drives with solid state components is that for, say, consoles and PCs, they boot, if you put on your operating system onto a solid state partition, it will actually boot up considerably faster, or, well, it will boot up faster. So that's one of the main things, and the reason why I find that so important is it signifies that at least one of, I want to say one of the two, because Nintendo are doing their own thing differently, but it signifies that one of the two main console makers for the 8th generation are actually noticing the market shift and the technology shift and the benefits of solid state drives. Now obviously solid state drives are more expensive, and they're not as I won't say cost effective, but they're not as value for money. For example, you can buy maybe a 200. Now this is again, these are just random-ish numbers, but it will get my point across. Excuse me, my throat is I'm dying here. But for example, you might buy a 256 gigabyte solid state drive. Let's say, for argument's sake, that costs €120. For the same €120, you could probably buy a 3 or 4 terabyte internal hard drive, a standard hard drive. So, depending on what you use it for, you could be losing a little bit of performance, but you could be getting a vast amount of storage space, vastly improved and increased amount of storage space. So, the whole issue, I won't say issue actually, the whole point though is that Microsoft are noticing the benefits of solid state drives, and obviously, the benefits to the regular hard drives at the same time, and they're starting to incorporate that into their Xbox Ones. Who knows if the 8th generation of consoles lasts anywhere near as long as the 7th generation of consoles, we might actually see a couple of years from now Xbox Ones and PS4s specifically with only solid state drives. Maybe the cost of solid state drives is only going to come down, so they will become better value for money. It's bound to happen. It's been happening already. It's going to continue to happen. So maybe a few years from now we will actually see that. So it's nice to see someone testing the waters, if you will. So that whole Elite bundle, 1 terabyte hybrid drive with the Elite controller, it is $500 and will be available on the 3rd of November 2015. Don't forget, currently this is only announced for America. I'm sure we'll probably get it everywhere else in the rest of the world. There's also one other thing I want to touch on real quick in this video. Microsoft have also announced, again, this is also for America at the moment, probably see it outside of there eventually, but they've also announced a new controller, which is, it's basically a standard Xbox One controller, but it comes in Lunar white. So if you have seen the white Xbox One controller, it's like that. I'll have a picture of it up here now anyway. But as you can see, the D-pad is actually gold. The triggers are gold as well. And because it's the second generation of Xbox One controllers, it also has the 3.5mm jack, as well as all the updates and all the improvements that went into making that controller, which is basically stuff like I said, 3.5mm headphone jack, updated features like better volume control and adjustable volume monitoring and all that kind of shit. Anyway, they've also quoted it has improved grip texture for more comfort and ease during longer playing sessions, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that is one issue I do have with my Xbox One controller. It's kind of a bit slippy, if you will. There's very little grip feel on it. And also one thing I do hope with the Elite controller and the what are they called, the Elite controller and the Lunar White controller, I do hope they have just overall build quality improvements, because I know my day one edition Xbox One controller is a piece of shit. It's poorly manufactured. It's a great controller, but it's poorly manufactured. That's all I can say. So anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you think about the new Lunar White controller, what you think about the Xbox One Elite bundle, what you think about the Elite controller, and what specifically as well, what you think about the actual fact that they're including a hybrid drive in this as well now, because I do think that's very interesting, because it could show us little glimpses into the future of what might hold Xbox One, and essentially could possibly be PS4 in the long run as well. Let me know all that in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter, details in the description below as usual. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the rest of the videos in my channel.